Martin from the angle. Oh, yes!
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Lockout podcast. I'm your host, Josh, coach and captain of the Young Legal. I'm here with Hawko.
That's right. I'm Hawko, manager of the Dark Brotherhood, and joined to us today, as per usual, is Croxy there.
Yeah, leader of Juckfosh FC, the greatest team name on this podcast. And to my right, we've got...
You're Ryan here, leader of Greater Western Richmond. And I have no idea who's next, but...
I'm next, and we're going to talk about the round that's coming up. And round 18 preview we're going to go over. And I think Hawkey has just thrown Ryan.
I will leave this fucking... Jesus Christ.
I think that's why you skipped Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to put it in there. But anyway, we're looking into the next week and how we scored last week.
So what, round 17, round 18 preview / our scores from round 17.
Yeah.
So let's jump in with the lowest scorer of the week, and that is going to be Hawko.
2 weeks in a row, unfortunately. Look, it was to be expected with me doing the double downgrade, unfortunately. But we'll get back to what I did future very soon. But anyway, I only scored a 2078, which isn't great. Only went down, which is very surprising, 750 ranks. So
players of your rank might have stopped playing now. So
yeah, probably they're very high up. I mean, you don't know what that feels like. So anyway, went down to 22,384 ranks. So not too great there. Who was next?
Ryan.
That was me. 2114.
2114, okay.
2114.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So I actually went up a few thousand rank to just outside of the 25,000 mark.
We'll get you there, mate. We'll get you there.
Which I'm happy about that.
I didn't even... How much money did you make? I didn't even say how much money I made. What did you make, 200?
No, I made more than that. So minus...
Your round 17 ranking was roughly the same as your overall ranking.
What do you mean?
25,000 for round 17. Anyway.
I went up 237K.
237K. Nice.
Yep.
It's definitely not me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well,
it's me.
We understand. Do you want to just be quiet for this next 5 minutes while we just take a seat back? You'll be right.
Yeah. So what did I score? I'm not even on my notes here. I scored 2,262.
Oh, Croxy, no.
This guy in the twos, honestly.
Yeah, it's 2,262. So I went up 2,629 rank. I also went up.
Dawson.
What are you ranked overall?
By the way, there, Croxy, you did pretty well.
Overall ranking, I'm 20,184.
Nice.
Missed out on what about 60 points with that Dawson to Holmes?
Yeah,
Mate,
pissed off.
Really good.
I was either going to take the Holmes or, I don't know. Maybe I would have kept the Nass. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, Dawson, watch out. Fucking hell. Jesus. But yeah, I went up 157K in cash, which is surprising given that I had Nick Martin, Jack Sinclair, Matt Kennedy, Jerry and Dawson all losing a bunch of cash this week. So, again, 2 weeks in a row with about that 150K mark, which is not too bad.
So what's your rank? You top 20,000 or just out?
Just out.
Just out.
Just out, 20,184.
Just out, okay.
Yeah.
And I'll round it out. So had a decent week, scored 2,333.
You're knocking on that door, big fella. You're looking at it.
I'm chasing in. So that put me in up 1,800 ranks, and I am now at 6,081. Oof. So definitely the top 5K is in full sight now, and I'm just trying to chase it down.
Messing you up like Horn Francis and a couple of little...
No, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how my team went.
You still happy?
Honestly, if you have a look at my team, it's not too bad. So cash gem was 174K was made, and I'm up to a team value of 24,868,000.
Your round 17 ranking was 1,654 as well, Josh. So well done for that.
Yeah, I had a pretty decent week. So overall, pretty happy with how it went. Sounds like the boys kind of went up. We had some down. We had some cash made. But what we do want to talk about is our Brownlow votes. Handing out these illustrious awards to the fantasy players on our team and going to recognise it. So I am going to kick off being top scorer. My 3 votes are going to go to, on the bounce back, Mr. Zach Merritt. 145 from you was absolutely delicious. You can have your 3 votes.
Mate, he was in your shit list for a while there. That's
I reckon you should be not giving him the 3 votes. Just out of principle of being fucking horrendous the last 5 weeks in a row.
When you have a bounce back game, you got to get recognised for it.
Yeah,
That's just how it is.
Oh, what about consistency from Nas?
That's why consistency will probably get him 2 votes.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
All right, Croxy, what have you want to go?
I've gone
mate?
Nas for 3
Got
votes,
Nas
of course.
For your 3
Same.
votes, of course.
That'll be 2 votes for me.
2 votes for you boys. Alrighty, then I've gone 3 votes to Rowan Marshall, and my 2 votes there are Tom Liberatore.
My 1 vote is going to go Romo's way, so you can add 3
Add
to
that.
his tally.
All right, boys.
I've gone Bont for 2 for 133, and then what have you gone, sorry, Ron?
I've gone 3 for Nas, in case you didn't get that.
Yeah.
I've gone 2 for Dacos.
Yep.
And yeah, do you want me to give you my 1?
I've
give
gone
us
1
your
for
one.
One for
Dacos as
Holmes.
well. 1 for Holmes, yeah.
Yeah,
For
nice.
Maxi Holmes.
So you're both homes for 1 vote, boys?
I've gone Dacos.
Dacos.
Dacos for 1.
Okay. And then my 1 vote was Dacos as well.
There we go. So some pretty common names starting to come through there. We will get an update out on the socials for you so you can see where we are at in round 17. But with all the highs, does come some
Did we end up
lows.
doing that update actually? Did we?
No, we
need
haven't.
to do that
We'll
because
do that
it's
this
6
week,
weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with the highs come the lows, and that means that there is a flop of the week. And followed swiftly after flop of the week is sort your shit out. So I'll lead the way this week if you don't mind. Look, tagging is a part of the game. There are some people that get a tag and they go, I'm still going to score. There are some people that go, hey, I'm going to give it my best go. And then there are some people like Caleb Sarong. Okay? Caleb.
Oh, it was a pretty tough tag.
He's a contested ball winner. Just get your hands to it first. You can at least draw a couple free kicks, spend some time in the middle. You don't need to go park yourself down forward. You're not a forward. You're a contested ball winner. Okay?
Yeah.
49, it's just unacceptable.
Yeah. I'm out now. Yeah, you're right.
I sat here and I gave Zach Merritt for more, he scored more than you. So you're not going to miss it, are you?
Yeah,
You're
did
triple
Zach,
the flop.
did Zach Merritt get tagged?
Not this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the week that he did get it, he did.
How many times?
The week that I
how
gave
many
him
times
the-
have you been tagged?
I don't play football, so I imagine 0.
You did play football for Burleigh Bombers.
Yeah,
didn't
but I
you?
did definitely get tagged in those
You were
games.
he's definitely
I
not
definitely
best on
did
field.
not get tagged. I was so short. They wouldn't have even know how to find me. But yeah, Caleb Sarong, you are my flop of the week. Who's next?
Boys.
Come on, one
I'll
of you
go
two.
Christian Petrarca. What the fuck are you doing, mate? Come on. 20th scorer out of the game for you there with 23 disposals. Only 10 of them were kicks. Like, mate, what is going on? And as I said earlier, first quarter looked great, 29. And then you follow that up with a 14, a 13, and then another 14. What the fuck, mate? Seriously, sort your shit out. I think
Different
maybe
segment.
something is
it's
coming
not
up
even
for
that
him.
because it was Petrarca as well. So I'll just segue into that as well. Not fully take over the situation there, but
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, I know your whole team's not looking great. It wasn't a good outing from you at all, or anyone.
He
apart
couldn't
from
even kick
what,
straight
Pickett?
as well.
Pickett was the only one that really had an outing
Yeah.
there. Lift your game. Like, it's not hard. You look like you don't want to be there, which is really not good for the club and in general when Oliver's already doing that. Gawn is the only one doing anything on your team. Pickett might play well for 5 minutes and then goes into his hole and whines about things that we don't know fucking what. Sort your shit out, mate. It's not good enough to be flop of the week when you're meant to be one of the best premium players midfields in the game, let alone
Yeah.
mid-forward.
Mid-forward, yeah.
Sort your shit out. Go on, Ryan, what do you got for your... Bring us
Well-
home, mate. I hope it's... actually, who
Petrarca
we got?
as well?
Horn Francis again? Nah,
No,
we
he's
wouldn't give
gone.
to Horn
I've got rid of
Francis.
him. It was going to be Nick Martin, but honestly, it is Petrarca. This guy.
I thought about
needs
giving it to Martin too,
legit-
but seriously, Petrarca, fuck.
You know what? Just give it up. Go and make some fucking tomato sauce or whatever.
Oh,
you
here we
fucking
go.
do.
Gee.
You
No,
hate that
I
he
could have
has a
had
second
Kako
job.
on the fucking field
Go
at
become
half the price, and he would have scored better than you.
go become
Get
the
your shit
executive
sorted.
executive chef at the Sporting Globe, hey?
This guy did he spend half the game fucking on the sideline, fucking with his little cooking pot, fucking cooking some food or what?
Who knows? Mate, we've nearly done it. That was 3 Petrarcas there. Three of the
Yeah,
one
3.
time.
He's gone next week if he scores
Do
out
you
of
have
70
him still,
below.
Josh?
Yeah, I've still got him. Yeah.
How is he?
But when
I
you
mean,
got a 49,
yeah, when
versus
you got a
70,
Sarong,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are complaining
yeah,
about
yeah.
70 being your lowest fucking score. I've got a 49.
Mate, you would have 2,400.
Even in best 18, I still would have got cooked.
Nearly
Yeah, you would've got top-
2,500 with
you-
a really good score.
You would have got top 1,000 for the week there, Josh.
Holy.
Yeah, well done, Josh.
So, Nick,
Yes.
You've led us into Hawko talking about Petrarca. Hawko, have you got more?
I've
need to come
got some
down there?
names this week. Fucking hell. All right.
Because you've been saying, let's just preface this. You've been saying, nah, got to be 3 weeks, got to be 3 weeks, got to be 3 weeks.
So tell us
your
who's
There's been a lot of
sorted.
players that have got to be 3 weeks, and it's been 3 weeks.
There's a few. Let's start with the man
So
that
what's
lost
your
the most
segment?
money. Sort your shit out. Right,
what
and
are we
there's
gonna
quite
do?
a few. Well, hopefully they're going to. Well, last
They're going to
week
get a rev up.
I gave a bit of rev up to Bont and Liberatore, as I've already prefaced on the last episode, and they sorted their shit out. Let's see if these guys can sort their
So
shit out.
I've put my team up here just so you can see the people in my team and just make sure that they are on your list of sort your shit out because it works really well. So
Well, I'll tell the names. I don't think you'll have any, but we'll see. You've got a good team. Matt Roberts. What the fuck are we doing? It's still owned by 20% of the people.
Mills is
Hold on,
Mills
hold
is
on.
It doesn't
in.
matter, 20%.
Yeah.
20%
Hold
owners.
on.
Yeah,
you need
so-
to sort your shit out because if you still got him, you need to sort
Yeah.
your shit out.
Robert should have
Like,
been out last week or the week before.
Sort your shit out.
But I've never had him.
Oh, well, there you go. What are you complaining about?
Everyone needs to get
I'm
him
not
out.
complaining. I'm saying the people that do have him need to sort their
He
shit
was
out.
he was
and
a
needs to
sub.
sort
He was a
his shit
sub.
out.
He
Not
was
good enough. 65, minus 65K. Still not good enough. Look,
You should have
36
got
is
him
not
out.
great. Look, Bice. I know you've got, who they got? Mills, Bice, whoever else. Florent, Blakey, McInerney. Mate, you got a lot of players now, but it's not good enough. You are literally a great pick at the start of the year. Sort your shit out. Otherwise, sitting out making the finals, and it's all your fucking fault. Who else? Oh, this is a bit harsh, but I don't really give a fucking shit. If you're going to be at the top of the list, you suck. Nick Martin.
Yeah,
Fuck
Nick
me.
Martin.
Minus 55K. Again, money's not a big deal, but I'm going to throw it in every week because you've fucking been a prick. 33% owned.
Yeah.
1/3. And what? I'm assuming more than 1/3 of us own here.
I've got him.
Yeah.
I got him?
I've got him as well.
3 out of 4. Not good enough.
Nick had freaking Josh had merit. The only freaking person that's been doing shit lately has a good game. Nick Martin has a shit game.
Yeah, that's because Merritt's in the midfield and
Can
taking
you
the
imagine?
ball away from
Can
him.
you imagine a 100 and something difference if Josh got 70 less and we got 70 more?
Yeah, well, but at the same time, look,
Yeah, I would've
Merritt has had a rough trot. Was on there somehow losing money 10 weeks in a row a few weeks ago. Martin has been clear and your best player up until the last 3 or 4 weeks. Fuck is your club doing in general, mate?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
And knowing you're like, you'll give Scott another extension and he'll stay there and fuck your team for another decade. Sort your shit out, Nick Martin. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you need one of those good old India fucking thing and sort your old club out again, but sort your shit out. All right. Jack Sinclair, as again, we've brought this clan up again. Fuck me. Minus 33K, 28% owned by everyone. That's 3 weeks in a row again. You've lost money. Look, what you get? 92, I think, this week?
Yeah.
It's not fucking good enough. As Josh pointed out, 105 is the minimum you should be getting for a D6. Otherwise, you're costing your team points. Costing us
It's
points.
13 points.
Costing
What
your
is he
team
going on
points.
about?
Nas scored a 150 nearly. Go back to the defender role and help Nas out. You guys were playing at the start of the season 6 weeks in a row when you were both on the fucking back flanks and you were looking like you were a genuine threat to the league. The whole team. Now you're fucking sitting there twiddling your thumbs, sticking it up your ass for all I know, doing nothing. Sort your shit out, mate. Fuck me. This is why you guys are fucking useless. Fucking Saints. Talking about fucking losers. Holy shit. Tristan Jerry, you're finally here, mate. Croxy and Josh have been telling me to put this guy on for I don't know how long. He was on the warning list last week.
Yeah.
56% owned. Look, you got hurt. I get it. Mate, to be honest, you've been fucking hurt all season. You've been hurting me all season. Been hurting the fans all season.
Are you okay? Are you okay there?
Fucking
He's not. He's not.
You're not okay?
Fucking not.
He's not okay.
I've been nice the last 2 weeks. They're fucking copping it this week, the fucking bunch of clowns. Now, what are you doing? If you're hurt and Clarko says you're hurt, sit. Don't pretend. No, sit. I don't care. I will cop 120 points if you're going to come back and do 140 points the next week.
Are you?
Don't care. Shut up, Ryan. I'm fucking talking. Now, fucking sort your shit out. Croxy's on there for next week if he's pissed me off 2 weeks in a row. But 3 weeks. I'm joking. Chill out. Sort your shit out, mate. It's not hard. Yeah, put your fucking hands up. Jason Lorne Francis. Fuck, mate. How many times do I have to... Fuck, I've still got plenty of names. I've been catching up the last few weeks. 20K, look, not bad. He scored an 85. 75% time on ground, not too bad. Play better when you're on the fucking field. It's not hard, mate. We've seen you do what? What was it a few weeks ago?
Yeah, like 119, yeah.
Of 67% time on ground?
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Your home. This is meant to be your home in Adelaide. Fucking fans don't want you anymore. Tassie don't want you. Fucking probably not even fucking some Indian island somewhere doesn't even want you. Sort your fucking shit out and play better. It's fucking disgraceful. hornet. You're a fucking nothing. You're a fucking ant. For all I fucking care, you clown.
Ant.
Christian Petrarca. Again, 6 weeks in a row, you've lost this. How many people have we got these boys? These guys are fucking ridiculous. 19K, look, it wasn't too bad. But as Ryan pointed out, I don't really need to go into it. Stop doing your cooking. Get on the field and actually contribute.
Sell Petrarca by Kako.
Like it's not hard, mate. Like you look like you're out of legs.
I've
You're
actually
meant to
swapped
be-
him out for Kako.
Have you actually?
Honestly,
Petrarca's on my
best
bench.
fucking deal you've ever done. I can honestly.
He's
tell
on my
you
bench.
that. Sort your shit out, mate. It's just not good enough. And that's it. I've worn myself.
That's it.
out.
There we go.
Are you calm down a bit?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you need some help?
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, well, you fucking put in a good shift there. So that's sort your shit out. There's a few names. You're on notice. Sort it out.
Yeah, you asked for a few names.
Yeah,
so
I
you got
did.
them.
And, I do own some of them. So hopefully they start to get a lift and they do a bounce back like liver. But thank you for sharing that sort your shit out. Now, let's have a look at most traded in and out.
This is good to see.
Do we want to look at out first?
Go
or
out
in?
first, so I can-
Yeah,
go
let's
look
do
at
out first. Nick, do you want to take us through the most traded out this
Yeah,
week?
you got Mr. Ned Long, someone you spoke about earlier.
Get him out the door.
So he's out the door. Right time, right place. Zach Johnson is next. Now, he's someone who is coming up against the Witches hats this week, is he not?
Yes.
In Richmond,
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
But I mean, what's
Yeah.
he at like 500K nearly? If you need to
48.
drop down
Yeah.
to that 230K, you're making 250K.
Or
it's
if
just
you're
having the right
upgrading,
person
yeah.
available.
Yeah. And then you've got your favourite bloke at the moment here, Caleb Sarong, Josh. So he's out the door for
Really?
998K, coming up for some tags there. So, I think this last week was the week to get him out. But, yeah, people are choosing right now. And then you've got also Manny Liddy. So he's...
Well, he got that drop. He was very surprised that he got dropped. He was looking all right for those 3 or 4 games that he played.
I think
still
he's-
minus break even.
I think due to who was it, Sam Powell Pepper being out, he might actually hold a spot this week. So
We might come back in.
yeah.
I hope he doesn't. I need him for a loop.
There you go. Can you leave him out so Ryan can loop?
Just for Ryan, fuck that.
And also, don't play him just so he gets injured again on the leg. Like, that's your MO. So, yeah, just don't play him at all.
Okay.
Angus Sheldrick is another guy who's out the door as well, which I think is probably a good option. Hey, like
Yeah.
he's
Good,
kind of
he's
hit.
fullback and firing. He wasn't
Yeah,
the first
he's kind of
couple
hit
weeks.
his
It's definitely time to go.
hit his peak there, and yeah. I'll leave it for most traded in there for Walker.
All right, so we'll go back to last week though. Most traded in the week 16. It was the most traded, or week 17, whatever it was. Harry Rowson was the most traded in last week. Got 55, which so his break even was minus 22, so he did well to make his 64k. As we've said over the past couple of weeks, if you're bringing those 230, 250k players in, sitting there for 2-3 weeks, and they make 150k, 160k, drop them. Make the money and put it somewhere else. So he's looking good making the 64k there. Ryan, I think you brought him in, right? Yep. Jasper Algar, this was unfortunate. As we mentioned, that got that injury pretty early on. Had the 6 break even. Got an 8, so still made money. But unfortunately, it's not what you want to see there. Especially wasting a trade realistically there. Archer May was another one. I brought him in minus an 11 break even. Had a 64. It was good, that good loop, as you mentioned. Him or Kako was another good one for that forward loop there, with Baz being that laid out. Jai Caldwell was 4th most brought in. Look, that was another unfortunate one. Projected at a 93, break even 95, and got the 79, so lost you only 8k, but it wasn't more. It was more about the 120 points he was banging on his head before that. And Tom Green made 10k as well there, was the 5th most brought in. Break even 98, got the 104. All right, so let's go to this week though. Man, I've been talking about this guy enough all year. George Stevens, now most brought in player. Look, hopefully he maintains his role. Obviously, the Cats had Baz out late. But this mature age recruit is looking pretty good, has been decimating the VFL. Made 50k in his first game. Was that late in, so he wasn't in the top 5 most brought in. But minus 14 break even, projected at a 64. It just depends, obviously, as they've put it.
If Baz is back in, do you reckon he'll make the team
He'll
for
still make
someone
the
else
team.
getting
Yeah,
dropped?
but I don't know how well he'll score as well. Zach Merritt, though, obviously with that big week last week, I don't know if this is the right call. 938k is kind of a cheap option. Break even dropped all the way down to an 87.
Realistically, it's just 1 week.
Yeah.
This game. I'm like,
Yeah, but I mean, if you bring him in, like you said, he's a what would you put him at? $1.05 million player,
Yeah.
realistically? Zach Merritt. Where would you
He's
rate him
under.
for
He's
value?
under 9.
1.1.
He's
Yeah,
938,
I
but
think
what
he's
would
like
you
a
have him
$1
as?
million player.
$1 million player. Over $1 million player, and you're getting him for 900k, saving yourself 100k. Maybe that's what people are looking at because you know what he can do. You just saw it. Colby McKercher, though, kind of late on this one, 833k, but I mean, some people brought him in early. Some people brought him in a couple of weeks after seeing those 90s that he did. Look, he's looking like a genuine option now that you need him in. 833k he's valued at. Break even of a 41 still, which is incredibly low. Projected at an 82. I mean, the last, 3 weeks, he's probably averaging 110, I want to say. So, look, he's definitely a great option there. If you haven't already got him, he probably would be higher otherwise.
Yep.
And then Jack McRae, 5th grade. He's probably, he's what? Everyone kind of had him early. Got that injury, brought him back in. It was definitely like you were looking to bring him back in. Some people did, some people didn't. People doing it now. 934k, his break even's an 80, projected at a 92. And I mean, look, he just gets the ball and does what he wants as he's a good mid forward option. Wouldn't have him as a mid option realistically.
Yeah.
And that's going to be it.
There's one other most out as well that I didn't pick up on a change there. So Sheldrick's been dropped, and it's actually Jai Caldwell because of
Because of the injury, which is
Yep.
fair enough, yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. So that is most traded in, most traded out. Now we like to cover off how we went and what we are going to be doing in the week to come with our trade. So how are we going, lads? Have we had a bit of a think? I know on Monday or usually Sunday night, there's some very early thoughts that come through.
We like to do that now.
Yeah,
We didn't halfway through the season, and all of a sudden, I think Ryan sent the first one in on a Sunday night. Quick angry trade, and we're just like, "Fuck it, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
start
a good
doing
idea.
it." Yeah.
So I'm happy to go through mine, but
Yeah,
do you
go
guys
for
have
it.
yours available?
Yep.
So last week I made the trade of Clark out to bring in Campriali so that I could loop on the Colby McKercher 124. I traded out Isaac Rankin for Jai Caldwell, and that ended up in an injury. So I'm going to be trading out Jai Caldwell, and I'm tossing up between one of two players. I am tossing up between Marcus Bontempelli or Zach Butters. Zach Butters goes straight into the West Coast matchup. I think there's probably a bit of an easy scoring there. I would like to get up to an Errol Goulden. I just don't know if I've got the cash in order to do that. The second player I am trading out is Ned Long. So Ned Long will be ending his time with the Young the Gold, and I will be bringing in Lucky Whitfield.
Yep.
So
That's pretty fucking good.
yeah,
942. Is he that cheap? Is he? I didn't
yeah,
realize
because
he was
he's
that cheap.
concussion.
'Cause they
It'll probably be cheaper in another week as well. So
Yeah,
maybe I'll wait.
All right.
know.
Croxy?
Yeah, I know who I'm getting out. It's who I'm getting in is the up in the air at the moment. But going out the door for me is Finn O'Sullivan. I think he's kind of reached his peak almost.
Half a mil is?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
502k. So getting him out the door, and I'm bringing in Oscar Smart. So he sounds like he's debuting for you boys this weekend there, Joshua.
Debuts this year, or you want to go
12. So hopefully we can go for the
What's the record?
records?
the records. 12 is the
12
record.
is the record, 13.
So 13.
Break it,
Well,
yeah.
well, yeah, maybe next week you'll get another one in.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
do.
definitely.
Could be a smart decision there.
Could be Jesus Christ. And the other guy I'm getting out is one of your boys there, Tom Sims. So I had him as the ruck forward in the forward line for a little bit there, and he hasn't really done too much. So he's going out the door, and I've just got a placeholder in Georgie Payne. There.
The first mid-season pickup last year.
Yeah, so that's probably going to change. I'm just going to see if there's another debutant that's a 230k, but they've got the game on the Sunday, so it gives me a bit of time to make that decision later on.
Are you doing any upgrading though? Because you still
That's
have
a double down.
1, 2.
No, but he did his double up last week. Now he's doing a double down this week.
Yeah,
Ah.
and I am going
next
to
week will be his
target
big one.
Goulden next week, so I've got 396k cash in the bank for that next week.
Could be a bit of a pain.
Go on, Ryan.
I'm in
lead
pain. Please, Ryan, keep.
Lead us in with yours there, Ryan, then.
Well, I've got a bit of both of you in me.
Sorry? Fucking what?
I've traded out Ned Long and Finn O'Sullivan. Jesus. Well, it's true.
All right, for who? Jesus. Finn O'Sullivan, who you bring? That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You guys are making it sus. Come on, let's go.
No.
Come on, continue.
All right, so Ned Long and Finn O'Sullivan out. Finn O'Sullivan is going to be replaced by Colby McKercher.
Oh, you went all the way up?
Yeah, I did. And then I've got Ned Long out for Stevens.
Oh, so that's where you made the money.
Yeah. So I've got another 280k for next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. As I mentioned before, I did the double downgrade last week, so it's kind of a slight upgrade this week. So I've gone Ned Long out, as Josh pointed out, it is time for him to go, especially with Tom Mitchell coming back in and him not looking great over the past month. And Colby McKercher will come in a bit late, but better now than ever, I suppose, or than never. And then Angus Sheldrick, obviously another one that we was in the top 5 most traded out, has now just been pushed out. But with Gordon now up and firing, it's time for him to go. And I've brought in Finn Callahan. Look, it's probably not
$1 million man.
Yeah, it's probably not like a big option. And I normally don't like bringing in players that I've already had. But I am bringing him.
But he was, an
I
injured
like his
player,
matchup. There are a couple other players that I could drop to, but I could have went a bit higher. I think I was end up 10K short of bringing in Gordon this week. But I was like, look, I'll leave it for the next week, especially with him possibly having the tag this. Well, actually, probably will definitely have a tag this week. Probably still make his break even. But I mean, I'd prefer to get Callahan in now and then lock him in. So yeah, that's going to be most likely my trades for this week.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, so that's our trades and how we went. Let us know in the comment section below. How are you looking? Who are you trading? Who are your people you're looking at? But let's talk some targets. So we've just gone through, I guess, a little bit of a look at targets. But are there anybody that you're looking at this week is, okay, we must have them. They're the people we need to go after?
I think Gordon is. We all
Gordon.
basically 3 of us all. Are you Ryan? You're the only one who didn't really mention. Are you looking at him? Is that who you're looking at for next week? No, you can just say yes or no for the actual people. No.
Yeah, for the people who are listening and not watching.
Don't just a slight shake of the head. So 3 of us are looking at Gordon. That's why we're doing that money-wise. But Ryan must have somebody else. You don't want to tell the people at home or?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay, so he's just saving money. He doesn't have a clear target in mind. But
So
Gordon,
let's talk then
What have you got?
midfield. We'll talk midfield matchup.
Yeah.
So
well, St Kilda obviously have got we've already mentioned them.
I will say my midfield is where I'm going to put attention next week.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah.
So St Kilda have Sydney, who have a relatively hard, or not hard, but harder matchup.
Yeah.
Your best teams this week in terms of easy matchups, you've got Richmond,
There's a
who
lot.
have Essendon and West Coast. You have Port Adelaide, who have West Coast. You have North Melbourne, who take on Melbourne this week.
Well, let's instead of going one, give us somebody that's at least for the last 6 weeks of the year have 3 good.
That's a little hard to do.
That's what
That's
I mean. So
that's not too bad though.
Look at it, give us a few because people don't.
The Bulldogs have 4 easy matchups.
So Bulldogs mid would be somewhere
Sydney
to look at.
have
4, yeah.
4
Yep.
easier matchups.
Gordon, obviously.
Richmond.
St Kilda got 4.
Richmond don't have any midfielders, so no.
Sydney, you probably St Kilda. You want to wait 2 weeks and then they go into run of 4. Sorry.
Okay.
Easy matchups. Yeah, most teams have 2 or 3 easy matchups.
Freo looking all right.
Freo they've got 2 easy matchups in West Coast and Carlton, surrounded by a lot of red.
Yeah, I wouldn't go Freo. That's why Sarong out's a really good.
So they got the 3 in a row that look pretty good there. So Anderson maybe.
Essendon, not too bad, but you got the
Essendon
taggers. You got
Anyway,
the taggers.
that's for the midfielders. Look, we won't touch too doubly into that, otherwise it'll just throw a bit around. But I mean more like naming players. Look, midfield Anderson, I think we mentioned Gordon. It's a good shout. Brayshaw maybe, but I mean, especially if Strong's going to get the tag, but we don't know. That was a pretty poor performance regardless.
Yep.
Is there anyone high up that we should be looking at to go in, or there's not really cash generated
It
players?
depends if you're doing one-off plays or if you're doing longer stretches.
Well, this is where we should be looking. We should be looking longer to basically round out your team. Your team should be rounded out at the latest this week. So you're doing weekly players.
Yeah.
So give us a few that, like I said, have 2 to 3 weeks that you're looking at ahead over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Any Richmond player. Like, so Tim Taranto is super cheap. You could go him. If we look at Sydney, Goulden is obviously a really good shout. Chad Warner in the forward line, if you haven't had him, he's been playing midfield, so he'll get that. Bulldogs, they do have 4 easy runs.
The problem is with the Bulldogs, who you're going to go. If you pick one, the other one.
Well, I think Bont is a good. Like, the reason I've chosen, you guys shat on me for it, but the reason I chose Bont is that he's always going to be guaranteed
it's the
to be
cheapest
around.
he's ever been, probably as well.
Yeah.
He's got form, so.
All right. Well, I think that'll be it. Look, we won't touch too much into that because literally at this point, it's nearly you're at a week to week, or you're either looking at week to week, or you're looking at whatever you want for the rest of the year. If you're not quite in the same position as Josh in that top 5,000 range,
He's got an extra million on all of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, we'll go into
You
you easily.
What do you mean?
You've got an
You've
extra
got an
million.
extra million
cash.
cash.
$1 million player on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like you didn't know
How
that.
much, what are you on?
Oh,
What are you on
shit.
right now?
24 and a half he's got.
And
You're on
I'm on
23
and a half.
Yeah, so
24.8.
He's got the most.
So you got
1.3.
Anyway, though, look, a few possible debutants this week. Who are you bringing, Croxy, that could debut? Oscar
Smart, yeah.
Smart.
He's been named.
He's already been named.
Yeah.
So he will be coming in. Camporelli, obviously Ben, could be an option there. Taj Houghton, I'm hearing rumours that will get a debut this week. Plays for the Tigers. I mean, Tigers could do with any kind of injection. The same
And as we just said, the Tigers have a good run there.
yeah, and he's a mid forward.
Yeah.
So that could be an interesting. He's a 230K as well, I believe. So that could
Houghton,
be an option
yeah.
there.
Richmond could get
Nick
in the
will literally
top
go
16.
look at that right now and possibly bring him in, I believe. Luke Beacon for the Lions has been decimating there as well. Could come in, but he's a defender where they're pretty stocked up there. And again, another 13th to break the record, I believe, will be the player. Liam McMahon will probably do that soon over the next couple of weeks for the Bombers. Now, injury report. There's only a couple I'll mention real quick. Caldwell, unfortunately, obviously is a big one, is now in the top 5 most traded out, as you should already know. 6 to 8 weeks, but that's your season. Basically, you're not making finals, unfortunately. So that's going to be it. And Lawler, obviously, the big one with the hamstring is now done for the season. Is a different, obviously, tear from his previous one, but that's still season, and you're a number 1 pick. You got to rest them up immediately. Possibly Smilly could get that debut soon now with Lawler out as well. And now I'll mention a few players that are a test or looking to come back this week. You've got Hayden Young possibly coming in this week. For Fremantle, which could be a huge injection for them, which would be interesting, especially with how they're playing at the moment. Only just had that one loss to Sydney. Back? Yeah, could be coming back this week. Interesting. Sam de Koning is another one. He's a big one, obviously, for some people that I've told he's not really an option, but some people like the guy. I don't know why. Lockie Whitfield, obviously, Josh mentioned him. He's coming back this week. Look, I think that's nearly been the cheapest he's been all year at 942K.
It's the cheapest he will be.
Yeah, more than like. Well, Acid probably.
He's got a 149 break even. Come on, mate.
He's versing. Who's he versing?
I don't know.
Not going to get 149.
Another one, Riley Bice, obviously that cheaper option, or if you've had him sitting on the bench, could now come back in as a loop. And then obviously the big one, and it will be interesting to see if he plays or what they're going to do. Kitty Coleman is back.
Really?
Is he back for a week and then off again? Or
yeah,
what's,
exactly. So who knows? But he's cleared now to play. Whether he will return this week, who knows? But I mean, as they say, once stung, twice as deadly is maybe not what you want to go with him. Maybe
let's save him for next year.
Save him for next year.
Yeah, that probably is the option there. And that's going to be it for the injury report. Any painful?
The MRO. So there's actually nothing to report.
Oh, really?
There were lots of fines.
Fuck ton of fines again.
Yeah. So Tom Green punched someone. There was Harley Reid. There was a few fines that went around for just some rough conduct and whatnot.
Yeah.
In fact, someone that should have got hit with a fine and did get a big one was Noah Bolter, the criminal. He copped 10K.
Was this off the field or on the field?
On the field.
Oh, on the field.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I know he hits people off the field.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if it was a fine off the field.
He did smash into Tom Stewart pretty forcibly.
Oh, is this one? Okay.
So he didn't get a suspension for it. I mean, he's got a curfew, so that basically acts as a suspension for some weeks. But
is he out for the next 2 weeks?
Pretty much,
yeah, probably. Yeah,
late games.
Yeah, late games.
Maybe that's why they didn't bother suspending him.
Yeah, probably not.
He was out.
Hey, okay. Criminal, you've already been punished.
Oh, yeah, well.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's going to be that.
I'm sorry. You guys keep reacting. Is he a criminal? Yes.
Is he in jail?
He literally committed a crime, was charged with it, and has...
Is he in jail? Did he go to jail? Did he go to jail?
No, he's in jail in his own house.
House arrest is still he's charged.
I know, but did he go to jail? That's what I'm classing as a criminal. Did he go to jail?
Charged.
Did he go to jail?
He should have gone
to jail, but he didn't.
Noah Bolter, you're a criminal.
Jeez. Anyway, that's got to be it. Now let's go into the last...
Just the tips.
Sorry, is there any questions or do we want to do just the tips?
No, we did have one comment, and that was from our loyal listener in
Hawkers.
And it wasn't really a question. It's more of a Well, it is. It's a question of injustice, really. So, if you haven't been following along, Hawkers is the second highest scorer in the Lockout League Community Shield. So, if you didn't know, at the start of the season, we opened up 20 spots in a Community Shield League. It was filled up really quickly. Hawkers, you came on through and you've done it incredibly well. The travesty here is that he's sitting 10th on the ladder.
I did beat you a few weeks back there, Hawkers. That's cost you.
It probably has. So he said it's an absolute travesty of justice if I can't get into the finals. Robbed. I'd have to agree here. I'd have to agree. It would be a travesty. But, well, keep head down. Keep plugging away.
Still a few weeks. Oh, wait. Is there before finals? Maybe not.
Like 2 weeks, maybe.
Oh, shit. You might be in trouble there, Hawkers.
Yeah, he might be in a bit of trouble.
All right. Well, let's go just the tips then.
Or do we get any over on your Instagram?
No, none over there. So we'll move it on into just the tips. And so first game this week is Carlton versus Brisbane, and that is down at Marvel.
Well, I mean, what's it, 90% to
Brisbane
10 probably again? I'm
Brisbane, I've gone 55 points. Brisbane.
I've gone Brisbane by 26.
Okay.
35.
35. You just do your thing where you tap on the and whatever it
Just
ends up.
watch me do it this week.
We've got Collingwood taking on the Suns.
Yep.
What do you think is going to happen here, Nick?
I think the Suns are going to take it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Tia, you're
big
fucking
night game.
Really?
Big night game, yeah.
I reckon Collingwood are going to win.
Well, we beat them last year, so I reckon we can do it again.
They've only had 2 losses this whole entire season, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just expecting
No,
my,
that's the third
my
one's gonna
half-price
beat
grilled,
us.
my 20 free burger on a Monday after Mad Bun Mondays.
Buy one, get one free.
No,
That's
it's
what it is, isn't it?
spend over $20, you get a free burger.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Change.
No,
your shit.
it's not.
It is. It is, mate. Have a look.
Were we getting sponsorship by Grilled at the moment?
No, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
right. Far
I've
out.
been twice in the last 2 weeks. Collingwood won, and
Okay.
if you
Alright.
spend over $20, you get a free burger.
All right. Anyway,
So I bring a friend.
Collingwood. Who are you going? Collingwood, Ryan?
100%.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I'm
going
gonna get a
Collingwood
burger.
apart from me going
No, I'm
Suns.
going Gold Coast.
Yeah, perfect. All right, two and two. Next one, Western Bulldogs versus the Crows. I'm going the Bulldogs here. It's at Marvel.
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to go Crows.
All right, good. You're going to lose this one again?
Now this will be a game.
Yeah, this is Geelong versus the Giants at Energy.
I'm taking
I've gone the
Cats
Giants. I've gone the Giants.
I've gone the Giants.
here. Okay, I like being the... so go the Giants, please, because that way...
I've gone the Cats.
Well, this is a week where we've all gone differently. It's,
All right, here's the stake decider.
All right, this is
Essendon
basically the
taking on
stake
Richmond.
decider. It really is. You need this.
It's
right?
not really the stake decider, but
It's not,
fucking
but
is.
it can be.
It fucking is.
Essendon
If
taking
Richmond
on
win this, they've got a good chance of getting top 16.
Top 16.
Top 16's
Jesus.
a crazy shit.
they're a whole top 8 outside of finals.
Oh man.
They really are. I've gone Richmond.
I've gone Essendon.
Oh no, shit. I've gone Essendon.
I've gone Essendon.
Come on.
Mate, you fucking shit. The Tigers
It's
are
also
shit.
shit.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but
All
I
right,
don't know. You're a
Fremantle
shitter.
taking on Hawthorn. I've gone Freo.
I've gone Freo too. It's at Optus, so yeah.
We'll go believe in you, boys. Come on.
It's actually going to be a close one as well. Freo, given the fact that they haven't actually performed that well against top 9 sides this season.
Yeah, I've gone Hawthorn.
Good on you.
Yep.
Backing your team in, mate. That's what I do every week.
Well, I actually have a chance
You-
of winning when I
I've-
back my
I've-
team in.
I've seen you bet against the
yeah, but
Tigers.
most weeks I don't.
Yeah.
Only if I know they're going to get clearly smashed.
one rule for
Melbourne and
everyone else.
North. I'm going to go North.
I've gone North.
I'm going
North
Melbourne.
pending Jerry.
Yeah, I thank you for that. I
Yeah.
agree. North pending Jerry.
Jerry's
is
playing.
The option.
What do you mean pending?
It's still
Pending is what?
Is
Gonna
he
be
named?
shit again?
Is he
No
named?
one's
Not
named.
yet.
Yeah,
Until
exactly.
tomorrow
So
night.
how do you know that he's playing?
Well, from all reports are he's going to be playing.
From page 65, we've already told you.
I
it
saw
does not
some
count.
bloke on Facebook who said he's going to play. Okay?
Yeah, and you also told me that,
was
bloody
Nick.
Joe Danaher was coming back from
He
out of
was.
retirement.
I saw him on Facebook with grey hair and he's shaved his head and he's come back.
Christ.
All right, St Kilda versus Sydney.
I've gone Sydney.
Sydney.
I'm going Sydney.
Sydney.
And that
then,
is at
well,
Marvel.
we'll just write off that. That's all the tipping. We don't
Port
even need to
Adelaide
say.
taking on West Coast.
West
Port
Coast.
Adelaide.
West Coast.
Yeah. Port
Well, obviously
Adelaide.
you lock that in there.
No, I've done Port.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So that is just the tips.
That is just the tips they're saved.
Hopefully you did well. Let us know. Did you get a perfect round?
I did.
Hawko did.
Woo! Ooh, I did too.
Congratulations,
Yeah, but
Ryan.
not
Well
2
done.
weeks in a row.
So thank you very much for listening and watching. Let
Surely
us know
you get a
who
Sharon
your
for that.
Let us know who your trade targets are down in the comment section below, who you're tipping, and good luck this week. Hopefully you go out and smash it, and you've taken some value away. But thank you for listening and
just
watching.
before we go, Hawko, 2 weeks in a row at the bottom, you need to sort your shit out.
Has to be 3 weeks in a row before you
Has to be 3 weeks in a
Well,
row.
I'm just giving you a heads up before
Thanks,
it gets
guys.
3.
We'll see you in the next one.
See you, lads.
See ya.